Showmatch series.
Oh yeah.
Coming soon to a stream near you.
Reminds me of Duffman from Simpsons. All my references are from Simpsons. Oh yeah.
Introducing our players.
Yeah.
Hailing from South America.
I like how it's a mixture of like excitement and it sounds like pure rage and anger. Blender vs. Sabbath. Best of 3. On Freakling maps.
Oh my gosh. I wish I could like go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I wish I could like fluently speak like that for like 15 minutes straight. Coming.
You can do it.
I'll be right back.
Just pace yourself.
I plan on pacing myself tonight.
Alright, let's show Blender vs. Sabbath.
All right. In the blue Terran, in the southern position, fighting for Ash, it is. I can't read his name.
Sabbath.
Yes. And in the 3 o'clock position, in the red Terran, fighting for disturbed minds, it is the Strudel Doodle.
Do you know what map this is?
Tar Pit? Jason?
Yeah, you're good. You are good. Well, I said it's Freakling maps, right? I think there's going to be a mixture. They sort of picked and choose. Wanted to play on. Have you seen a TVT on this map?
I do not believe I have.
Not sure if I have either.
Both players going for in-base supply depots. Curious how these players are gonna play, being in such close air positions. Will we see wraiths? Will we see dropships? Will we see battle cruisers?
What are we gonna see?
Eric's going down a little quicker for red.
Love the details on this map. I like looking at the cracks on the floor. Some unknown objects. Refineries are being made. SCVs are acting silly.
Rex refinery. Red is looking for a potential proxy barracks. Not seeing any fast expand being hinted at yet, but yeah, I feel like a fast expand and TVT might be a little risky on this map. Just in case like 2 port wraiths or dropships and some vultures or tanks or Goliaths. I don't know the TVT matchup too well.
So basically you have no idea what you're talking about.
Basically, I'm just making it all up.
Welcome to my world. What's sadder is I've heard so many cast sessions of people who know what they're talking about, and I absorbed none of it.
Have you went live on Team Liquid?
We should be. Yes, the antenna is blinking. It's only one SCV mining gas. And Blue's base. Same with Strudel. I'm guessing we're gonna see a command center put down. And I'm not wrong, for once.
So red going for the CC, blue going as well. Both players basically mirroring right now, with red maybe being a little ahead, just since his building timings, but just ever so slightly. Blue is going for the barracks scout, where red is just lifting off his barracks, so blue's going to get a solid minute or so of seeing red space. Vulture
Get out of here, Vulture.
And suicidal Vulture getting chased down. Easily going to get taken out. Maybe. Oh, the Vulture survives.
I like the legs on the barracks. They kind of look like they're saying, wee!
Like big suction cups.
Sexy suction cups.
Red's only mining off of gas with 2 SCVs. And blue has 3 SCVs on gas. Getting his natural up and mining.
SCV supply count, very similar. The food count, as you like to call it, pretty much even.
Haven't seen any harass from either player yet. We see a Wraith on the battlefield. Do we see any dropships or Wraith coming from red?
I don't think he's got a starport.
Alright, so third factory just about to finish. Speed Vultures coming across the map, being scouted by the single Wraith running into red's mineral line. Blue looking like he's gonna try to wall this off a little bit. Loses an SCV, loses 2 vultures, 3 vultures. And the 2 tanks easily gonna be able to push back those vultures.
Oh my god, don't lose it.
Big.
You lost the Wraith, man.
We see blue has went for his second gas where red has not. Red's gas just starting.
My observing skills are so poor that casters are forced to basically learn what each little blotch on the mini-map is.
You can right click on units and follow them. Kind of cool. You can like follow an army. So yeah, we see mines coming out from red. Look, is he gonna try to push in with these mines and maybe drop mines all over the place?
How do you push in with mines?
You run in, lay mines all around the tanks, and run past the tanks.
I thought maybe the mines could move.
Surround them. Yeah, you surround the mine, or surround the tanks with mines like your boxer. Just like hope for the best.
This barracks, like, I should have never come here.
Just doing my job. The one thing about this map in the bottom right position, on the island, there's 2 neutral dark swarms there. Curious to see if these players will end up using them to one of their advantages. Blue dropship coming across the field.
Oh, that's a wonderful critter.
Right click on that thing.
Bam.
Oh, blue dropship coming quickly across the field. Where's he gonna drop? Oh, 2 tank, 1 tank. So this ramp up here is blocked by minerals, so these tanks aren't gonna be able to be hit by any SCVs up here. I guess that's good.
You can mine out this mineral, right?
Yeah, you can mine out that mineral. I think it's like 10 stack or something.
But a big unit can't fit through there?
No. I mean, after it's mined out, yes. Blue has shown his cards, red is pulling back, but blue, I guess, just doesn't know what to do right now. Running away with 1 tank, leaving 1 tank up there. And I mean, I guess that's a good position for some tanks to be.
Hello, hello.
Quark, welcome,
Hello,
my
my
friend.
friend.
You're spoiling us. And I get nervous every time you join. Because my observing skills are so bad.
Just right click on the drop ships when they go across the map, and that'll make you go up one rank.
He's killing the
And
dropship.
you see the one tank is getting pushed back by a whole army and somehow
Yeah.
hasn't died yet.
That wasn't a great trade. He didn't get much value out of that. But
I mean,
he's behind 20 supply, so it makes sense that he's trading badly.
he invested so much time into that drop and did basically nothing with it. Didn't even get a good scout off with it. Didn't get it like any SCVs.
Yeah, he took a position, but the position didn't do anything. It wasn't a range of anything.
But so one thing about this map and the top left ridge, where that mineral is getting mined out right now, only small units can go up that ramp into that area up there, so you have to drop up there. So any of the tanks, vultures, and flies won't be able to make it up there. They are
I'm surprised
custom.
we're not seeing bottom right taken, because bottom right is, I feel, very easy to take in TVT, and if you can hold it, it's a strong position to have on the map.
Red's pushing through the center, getting that high ground position. Quite a few vultures with mines in the army there, with only like 3 or 4 tanks. Well, some more tanks coming in with reinforcements. It looks like Red might be able to get a good position here on Blue, since Blue hasn't. No, I wouldn't move my army into that. I mean, I guess with a lot of vultures, there's no vulture support on those tanks right now. So if he dove in on that, he might wreck it.
If he can take the base at 9 o'clock, I think Blue's actually going to pull ahead. He's pretty far behind right now, like 20 supply behind, but he's got a decent SCV count, and he's throwing down factories. If he can secure an expansion, then in TVT, that secured expansion is not going to be...
Mines running out, or the vultures running out, placing some mines on the tanks. One mine going off. Oh, it does get sniped.
No, the mine gets stopped. That was a really nice kill on the mine.
Yeah.
This is the trade that Sabbath needed.
Those vultures worth their weight in gold. Just distracting the tanks there for a second. But Blue is going to be able to hold off Red for now. See, Blue's third has started a little while ago, so it's about halfway done. Oh, it is finished.
Yeah, and now Red's supply lead is gone, which means that if Sabbath can secure the new expansion, he's actually going to be ahead. If you look at the factory count quickly, but I believe that Sabbath is ahead on factories, and now he's ahead on money too. So we have 5 factories on Strudel's side of the map, going up to 7, and let's see where Sabbath is at. He's got 4, 5. Scroll down.
It's the 5.
It's the 5. Okay then.
So Red's tanks also can snipe the SCVs from the low ground there.
Oh,
but
this
Blue,
is bad. He can't afford that to happen. He lost 2 tanks for absolutely nothing there.
The high ground position is a tough one.
Let's go on for the kill.
Man, that is just a free army right there.
Yeah.
I mean, was that his whole army?
That is an absolutely huge loss there.
That was like basically all of his units.
Yeah, I think he's got a few...
Getting pressure from the north side of the Blue's main. Taking out some supply depots.
Yeah, this is bad. This is ugly.
I mean, fortunately for Blue, he did lose his army, so he will not get supply blocked. Got to be optimistic.
That
he does have one extra base as well.
He made the plant facility early, but I don't think he even has +1 yet, so the plant facility is being rushed towards nothing. That is, I don't think Sabbath has +1.
It'd be really cool to see an elevator right here. And Blue loading up, going for the counter drop.
He's behind 50 supply. His counter drop is not going to do what he wants. He's behind 50 supply despite being a base ahead as well.
Let's see. Blue is only behind. Well, I guess. Oh, I saw that number wrong. Red looking to push into the front of Blue's natural. Nothing there to defend. Looks like Strudel might be going in for the kill here.
Yeah, I mean, he's killed so much at this point that he can just finish the game, and he's going to do exactly that.
Single hero SCV in that, or Marine in that bunker. He is getting a decent high ground position with these tanks. Might be able to get an okay trade here. And
No.
I was praying for you, Sabbath.
SCV bombs would be nice, but it's not going to make a difference. It's not going to be this far behind.
Yeah, with that, I think Red's gonna take the first game in the series. And GG, game's called. Game 1 goes to Strudel. On Tar Basin made by Freakling.
Kind of a fun map. Quark, have you ever played on Tar Basin?
I have an SCPL. I didn't care for it, but it's also I just had really tough games on it because I was up
You
against
mean
like Classy.
in Brood War Clan League?
No,
Or was it?
SCPL.
Did they have it in there?
Unless I'm mistaken, it might have been Food War Clan League.
Yeah, I think Brood War Clan League has it in there, not STPO. But anyway, in our second game, in the top right position, fighting for Ash in the steel blue color. In the Terran, we have
Sabbath.
And in the top left position, in the furious red fire color, fighting for the disturbed minds, it is Strudel. On the map.
Do you know what map this is?
This is the honeycomb map.
Oh my god. You're good. Because we don't even
I don't
have
know
these
what it's
maps in our
called.
map pool anymore. It is
What is
called Beehive Metamorphosis.
Beehive, yeah.
Sorry, Freakling, we just call it the honeycomb map or the bee map. I like the bee map
Well,
because it's a funny name. So this is pretty genius because it's kind of an island map, but the workers can scout.
It is an island map, but workers can scout.
And there's so
Workers
many
can move
different
through it.
ways that you could scout. There are 4 positions on this map, if I'm not mistaken.
This doesn't look fun.
Correct, and
This looks awful to play on.
It's gonna be
it
fun.
takes definitely a little focus to move around. Let's get a quick shot of the map.
You
And
want
we
a shot
see
of the map?
Strudel or Sabbath. Yeah, Sabbath looks like
Can't
might be
handle a
going for
shot.
the fast expand in the 3 o'clock position. So yeah, this map is the mains are islands, but everywhere else is connected, I
It
believe.
looks like you have a back natural that you can just take at the beginning. But I don't know if Sabbath knows that
Yeah,
because he's
there's-
about to take a expansion on the middle.
Yeah, this is a pretty experimental map. I think it's fun. There's also some neutral buildings to kill to get through. But yeah, Freakling is definitely a genius map maker. How this map would play out in a series. I mean, maybe it would be way better than Sparkle.
I do quite like the CC first on this map. I think that's probably the right way to play it. Whereas
Absolutely.
Strudel's going for the standard build, but you're not going to be able to threaten somebody who goes CC first.
So yeah, we see this like main area in the middle is connected to 4 expansions, the north, south, east, and west. Both players, neither player has found their opponents yet.
No, it's pretty funny actually.
Yeah, it does take you a little bit. You can't just like, send a unit across the map. You got to manually click on them. And you know, this ain't StarCraft 2. Things don't just like automatically work. Looks like Strudel's rushing to get that starport out quickly when Sabbath's going for the CC first. Sabbath's SCV is still in the bottom left position, just scouting that main, scouting red last.
The Strudel hasn't even made it across the middle of the map yet, so this is going to be a very late scout against the CC first, which is not what we want.
Both of these players are playing blind right now. And 2 starports are going down.
I quite like that. It's a build that will work on a lot of different maps, and
Classic.
on this map, you can just avoid the gimmick. But he is going to see it. We've seen one of the starports. Let's see if he sees the second one. Yeah, he knows what's up.
He's got to be throwing an engineering bay down immediately if he hasn't already. Flying his barracks across the map, so he's not going to be able to make any Marines to support. Doubt that he has an armory finished yet.
No, he's not started an army, not started an eBay. We'll see okay, there we go. Army has started. Science facility? That can't be right.
Is he going for a BC rush? No.
I think that we might be seeing a BC rush. Double, yeah, it's BC rush because we are seeing a double control tower.
I think there are 2 entrances to the base, so to kill a scout, you would need to guard both, I guess.
And
I
then
don't
we
think
Sabbath
knows there's a free expansion in the back.
The scout is going to be crucial. He's going to let it see that there's a science facility on the way.
I mean, there are no wraiths, so he's going to see it because the barracks is just going to fly there.
Oh, is the barracks landed? Ooh, can you see it with the supply depot? Ooh, one Jim Raynor about to enter in the SCV line, doing mass damage.
Oh, SCV has killed an SCV as well. The Sabbath is just killing it this game, clearly.
A little bit of a poke and play, but Sabbath still hasn't seen that science facility yet.
He's spamming out missile turrets. I would like him to take a third base right now.
Is he going to bunker rush him here? Is he going to bunker rush him in the top left? Build a bunker. Build a bunker.
Sabbath has just learned that there's an expansion that you can take behind your...
Oh, and the SCV.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
he delayed that command center by a long way, though. That command center is... Because the first SCV forced the SCV building the command center off, and then they killed it in the main. It took a while to send the second one out. Sabbath is like really, really far ahead on economy right now.
And battle cruiser is coming.
I would love to see Sabbath taking a third base. Because there is a free third base behind his main, and he knows it must be there because he found Strudel's one. He knows that Strudel has nothing going on. He should just take a third.
He's getting Goliath with range right now.
Oh, he's going to see it.
Barracks is going to see the battle cruiser right as it's about to pop.
Yep. He knows what's up.
Are we going to see
on, mass race. I want to see mass race.
Oh my gosh. So 2 more barracks or factories coming down for Sabbath. We're going to bring them up to 5 factories.
I don't know about that.
Mass units,
Okay.
mass.
We have another command center starting, so it looks like Strudel's going to pull ahead on bases.
Goliaths do win against battle cruisers, especially if +1 is on the way. Which I don't think we haven't seen any +1 yet.
We do have dropships coming though, and we're going to have enough Goliaths that they would just be able to kill the battle cruisers.
Yeah,
I would expect it to drop left immediately.
Battle cruisers are really slow, so if he moves his battle cruisers out of his base and can slide a drop in there and also defend the battle cruisers, I might win him the game.
I think Sabbath is really far ahead this game. He knows about the 9 o'clock expansion. He's taking his own expansion. I think he's just going to overwhelm with dropped Goliath. There's going to be nothing that Strudel can do.
Sabbath may have known about the top right corner expansion. He may have wanted to go for the 3 o'clock so he would have access to the center, like the big battle area, and maybe going to dominate that area first. But we see Sabbath also taking the bottom right main base.
I like it. I mean, there's never going to be any pressure coming out. The battle cruisers can only be used defensively for a long time, so why not? it's not even hard to send SCVs as well because the map is semi-island. You can just maynard the SCVs, and if there's like a vulture drop, you just run them back, and the vultures can't even follow. This map here, you can just take hidden expansions everywhere. And there's no punish.
And we see 2 dropships coming onto the battlefield. Will they get right-clicked? Will we see the epic?
We don't have Yamato yet, so no Yamatos on the dropships.
Oh, and he drops one one Goliath early to take out the center SCV, and the drop's going in. Gonna take out all those SCVs. Gonna be hitting on the command center.
I think this drop is paying for itself like immediately. Just putting the SCVs up and killing the SCVs that killed is enough.
I mean, he can really dive in and hit with this battle cruiser if he wants to.
Yeah, I would like to see him kill the battle cruisers. I don't know what's going on here. This is just really bad. He's not even killing the. What are you doing, Sabbath?
Is he repairing the command center?
What? No, Sabbath, not like this. Oh man.
Oh yeah, you should have been shown the health of that CC the whole time. That was so
It wasn't
close.
even. It wasn't close. He was preparing it.
That's funny.
Sabbath, not like this. Come on. Not
I mean,
like
he was
this.
repairing it with one SCV though.
Oh, here we go. There's another drop.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing drops all over the place.
Yeah, 36 SCV to 51.
Well, BCs are really slow, so I guess you can take advantage of that by dropping multiple pieces.
And it looks like the Goliaths were just right-clicked on a single SCV, so they ignored all the defenses and just ran past the units, killing them into tanks. But, I mean, he's got what 5 bases. Sabbath's going to be fine. He can do this all day.
We see 4 or 5 dropships in the northern position going to hit. Probably the expansion of Strudel. Where are the battle cruisers at? Battle cruisers? Looks like they're not in position.
Strudel is making his own
drop.
dropships. It's not entirely clear why he's making his own dropships, because he has no ground units, but he's making his own dropships.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, even if Strudel just sacks all these Goliaths right now, if he takes this command center out, I mean, he's gonna do enough damage. He can just remake a bunch of Goliaths again. He's got so many expansions on the map. These battle cruisers aren't going to be able to hold it up against all these Goliaths soon.
Yeah, look at the worker difference. He can just trade away Goliaths all day. He's 68 to 22. It doesn't matter that he's throwing them away, just trying to kill command centers.
Hello, friends.
GG is called.
Well, that certainly was an interesting map.
Interesting choice with the battlecruiser follow-up. Curious on the thought behind that.
I think it was just
mean,
that he didn't want to play a ground game. But
You think that maybe since it was scouted, he just said screw it?
I think it was always going to be battlecruisers because that science facility followed immediately. It was before it was scouted. But I think that he thought that you could do that, and you can't.
All right,
I think that went
away.
exactly the way he thought it was going to go. Like that was the plan. Just it wasn't a good plan.
All right, and in the bottom left position of Dazzy Rays, in the red Terran, it is Strudel.
And I think this is another map with a back expansion, so we could see another 13 CC.
Yeah, you got it. We call it the spore map. They're neutral spores.
Which don't do anything.
And Freakling hates that name. It's so pedestrian.
Better than the Doodle map.
Who makes the doodle map? You make the doodle map.
We're still not seeing you live on Team Liquid, by the way.
My antenna's blinking.
TL.net.
Can you guys hear me? We can.
Same.
I can see
All
Ox
right.
GQ live on Team Liquid. He's just not featured. 21 viewers. He's on the right hand side.
Yeah, I'll never be featured.
Have you asked?
I
The
don't
live
even
event?
know about that. No.
I'd
I'm
recommend
not
But
it.
you
worthy.
usually are featured in the live events in the top right.
I'm not worthy.
It's usually on. I don't know.
I can ask about it. All this is fairly new to me, to be honest. But I got some time to get in shape.
We are seeing mirrored openings so far, with players doing basically the same thing. I would look like both going to do a Vax expand, which makes sense on this map. Lifting the Vax immediately though, that's interesting.
Maybe looking to go for a wall there.
Sabbath is just playing it slightly greedier. He's not even going to bother with the Marine. I think he's correctly decided this is just going to be a fast expand game. So he's read Strudel correctly, whereas Strudel is playing it more defensively.
Isn't it worth getting a Marine to kill off the scout, though?
I mean, I'm no expert on TVT. I couldn't tell you. Oh, he's making one now, though. He just went for CC first. And then into a wall. Okay, then. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. That exact timing from the first scout. That would tilt the fuck out of me if I was playing this game. The opponent doesn't scout for ages. First scout sends the SCV as you lift the racks. Just time to quit playing Brood War at that point.
Do you get mad playing Brood War work?
Not normally, but I mean,
Yeah, you don't see
that
it.
it's just, what are the odds that that's the exact moment that the scout SCV comes in?
Got lucky.
You know, when I play Brood War, I would find myself saying that a lot. What are the odds? And how did that just happen?
That and Sabbath took an SCV off mining early to get the faster scout, and even despite the fact that he went for the faster scout, he doesn't have the faster scout. Strudel's rewarded. Sabbath is unlucky.
Either player going for the immediate second gas, two factories coming down for Strudel.
And for Sabbath, back into mirroring. Once this scout SCV dies, it's going to be complete mirror. Going to have 20. I was going to say I had 26 workers apiece, but
And we see Reds. Barracks is going to be entering Orange's base to get scouting off, where Orange, I mean, he did just scout with his SEV, but he might miss follow-up tech. Orange has a vulture moving across the map. With only 2 or 3 Marines to defend it on top of the ramp, he might be able to scoot through and grab another scout of the third factory coming up.
yeah, we're seeing Strudel commit to the armory and a third factory, whereas Sabbath is going for the bigger starpot.
Let's take down the SEV, make the factory.
And a second SCV. He's getting far more with this vulture than he should. This vulture's gotten so many extra kills. He should have
had
got
one
that
more
SCV
hit.
as well.
Did he get 2 SEVs in Marine?
Just the 2 SCVs, but even so, I mean, that's more
And
than
the
he
scout?
deserved.
Scout was also important.
But here comes the counter vulture. And does he have any units? No, he has no units.
He might have a tank about to pop out.
Yeah, but even that's not any help for right now. Oh, this is a lot of damage.
Ooh, and he does block the vulture off. Second
Yeah, that was
vulture.
good.
Takes
He's lost
another-
lost 3 SCVs and a marine at this point, 2 vultures. I don't know why he's pushing back. He knows that he's 2 factory against 3 factory. And he knows that his opponent has an army where he has a...
A single Goliath going to be picked off for free.
I don't know about the 3.
Oh, yeah, with the supporting tank coming behind it. And looks like the Red's actually going to take that fight. I didn't see that coming up behind it.
Yeah, I don't know why Sabbath is pushing as aggressively as he is when he knows he's down on factories. This is... He's best case scenario, he's going for trades, and the trades aren't going to favor him.
He's down on factories, but he is up on max shops, so he is able to make 2 tanks at a time. So that might kind of, depending on how the units are controlled, you know, for the time being, he might be able to hold off some of these fights. But he is going to have 2 more factories popping soon, so he'll be making out of 4 factories, just as well as Red is.
Yeah, it's just it was a starpot rush into taking his units and running them into the middle of the map, and you think, you know, pick one. Either you do the Wraiths or you do the ground units. If you're doing the Wraiths, then don't start a ground unit fight. It looks like his macro is stepping kind of hard as well now.
Yeah, Strudel's up to 1,000 minerals now. Need to spend that money.
Sabbath, surely. 1,000 minerals.
Oh, yeah, excuse me. And it looks like Sabbath wants to take that mineral only in the top right, and is having a hard time jumping the SCV over the minerals.
Also, Sabbath hasn't built any SCVs in a while now. He's falling behind. He's been on... They had the same number of SCVs for a while, and now he's 7 behind.
Single Wraith getting a scout off in Red's main.
Growing force of SCV harassment.
And Orange's Barrack is going to fall in the middle of the map here in a moment. 2 max shops spinning in Orange's base. And 6 tanks and 2 vultures moving to gain a position in the center of the map here. Red's forced to pull back a little bit. He does have a sizable army though. Who's going to get the proper seat or the better siege position? Red with the high ground. Orange gets the siege off. Doesn't target fire the first shot. Red's getting better target fire shots, but mine's being dropped. The mine's going to do good damage. Looks like Orange is going to take this fight, even though he had the low ground.
Yeah, but look at the supply. It's he needed that trade to go better than it did because he doesn't have enough behind it.
I'm not sure about the Goliaths.
No, they're not a great use of gas at this point in the game, but I'm also not sure about the Wraiths, so it's... If one player was making pure tank, the other player was making tank Goliath, I would favor the tanks, but tank Goliath against tank Wraith, I think it's fine. That was a good mine impact. Did that mine go off? It looked like it went off. Oh, this is not good. You don't want to be throwing those tanks in there like that.
I'm looking to push up Orange's ramp right now.
I think he can do it.
Orange's tanks are in a good position right now. It might be a little hard to push. With the Wraith coming to do a little critical damage on that closest tank right there.
I don't see any way that Sabbath wins this. He can't contest this position, and Strudel just pulling ahead. Oh, and that unsiege. That was not the time he wanted to be unsieging.
Oh, all of the vultures died to mines. Three tanks versus 4. Mine going down. Not able to connect. SCBs
Yeah,
are
he's telling the boys does not make a difference.
reinforcements coming up behind this, gonna take out all the rest of the SCBs. This is the killing blow coming from Strudel.
And the supply difference is just increasing.
And GG is called. Game 2 also goes to Strudel.
Game 3,
Was that
yeah,
game-
that's 2-1. The Sabbath took the honeycomb out with the BCs.
So it's actually some fun TVTs to watch. Shorter than usual.
Yeah, I didn't like the Wraith.
Oh, prisoners.
I think the Starport wasn't what he wanted, and then he followed the Starport by just trying to be aggressive with his factory units. And you look at that and think, you've got 2 factories attacking 3 factories on the ground. There's not much upside there.